Bill Gates is walking along, singing a song, throwing money around. What's he doing now?
Oh, hello, Mr. Gates. Thank you, Mr. Gates. Thank you.
That's what he's doing now.
Theoretical physicist Dr. Michio Kaku is on the show to say, hey, you know those lasers and explosions and junk in Star Wars? They're not possible. Except, he'll say it much more eloquently. Probably. Plus, meet a man who disembowels forest critters for fun. He's Ken Navarro, the guy behind Happy Tree Friends. And it's Friday, which means you expect us to have live music for you. Well, what if just this once we didn't, huh? All right, relax. Ponder is here to fulfill your pre-weekend music quota. Now, here comes the Fargan show, you sneaky bastages.
Pick up on this.
Welcome to the show. I'm Chris Gore, and here he is, Kevin Pereira.
Hey, nice intro, buddy.
Thank you.
It's Friday. You excited?
Yeah, it's formal Friday for me.
I'm pissed at
Formal
EA,
Friday
though, man.
because all week I've been wearing T-shirts, jeans, kind of casual. This, of course, it's my Purcell jacket. I've got Downing jeans, and this,
Very nice.
my haircut. A lot of people have asked about it. It's a Brentano. What do you think? That's the correct name.
I think
the
a good
correct name.
99.9% of our
Yeah.
audience is just like, whatever,
Nobody
dude.
cares. Nobody cares.
They just don't know.
I'm just styling. I'm going out after the show.
But I said I'm pissed at EA because just about 15 minutes or so ago, they released the Battlefield 2 demo. So all of you right there, stop playing, pause the game. I want to play. We'll all play. Let's do it at 5 when the show is over. Battlefield 2 demo. Go start downloading it now if you haven't, and then we'll play later. Sarah's actually downloading it right now on her laptop.
I absolutely am, but Chris, question for you.
Yes?
Where's my margarita?
That's right. Margarita Friday.
It was like,
you know what?
I said you can make it come back someday if you just do this one thing.
Right after the show. Right. In fact, maybe in the middle of the show. I think we could get some margaritas here.
Aren't you a
Why not?
powerful man? Can't you
Just
threaten
one.
to walk out and have them right now?
I could.
All right,
but
well,
I'm
let's
not
do that.
gonna, because we have a lot of cool stuff today.
We do. We should
Okay,
actually
good.
probably get to it.
right.
We actually have too much cool stuff. The first one is a nice site that lets you choose different algorithms. Okay? You like mathematical algorithms, right? Well, these
Actually,
are-
not, but let's go on.
Pretend
Continue.
you do for the
Yes.
sake of argument.
Oh,
You love them,
I
right?
love musical algorithms.
There you go.
Okay.
So it lets you know, like, this one's used in math and science, so we can pick an algorithm like the Fibonacci sequence, okay?
Okay.
And let's give it a number of integers and a sequence.
66.
Done. We're there.
It's an in-joke.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, done. And
Just only for me.
We'll let it scale values
Okay.
and blah, blah, blah. It's a bunch of math terms I don't know, but what it does let you do is take these algorithms and generate a song or a tune based upon it using
Let's
this
hear
little
it.
Java
Let's
player.
hear it.
So this is a Fibonacci sequence song. Here we go. Wait for it. Hold on. I guess, are we hearing it? Ah, all right. Well, if you could hear it, it would
was
sound
awesome,
like it would sound like
Kevin.
a Fibonacci sequence played on a piano.
I liked it.
Which sounds a lot like a 3-year-old on a piano.
Yeah, yeah.
actually.
I don't know. Do any of these generate any music actually worth listening to? Honestly, come on.
Yeah, well,
Tell me.
they can't. I guess if you know how to manipulate them, it could, but generally no. But apparently if you combine a bunch of them and select different instruments and stuff like that, you might have something that's listenable.
Okay.
Perhaps. Or
All
worth
right.
torturing your neighbors.
All right, let's get to our next one.
All right, what's up next?
Not so much a cool stuff as a cool story. George Lucas received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the prestigious American Film Institute. The entire event actually devolved into some kind of roast of Lucas. It was
Really?
great. Yeah, Shatner showed up and sang to him, and Carrie Fisher was there.
What did Shatner sang?
Shatner sang
All right.
to George Lucas.
Fair
This
enough.
is funny. And then Carrie Fisher was there, and she says, "Hi, I am Mrs. Han Solo, and I'm an alcoholic because George Lucas ruined my life. George Lucas is a sadist, but unlike any other young girl in a metal suit chained to a metal creature, I keep coming back for more." And then the event ended with Lucas
That-
admitting, "I am the king of wooden dialogue."
Oh, at least he got,
I think it's fun.
At least he admitted it,
Yeah.
right? I
Not
mean,
like James Cameron, "I'm king of the world. I'm the king of the wooden dialogue."
Yeah, but do you think
Can you imagine that?
Do you think people in the audience do you think he thought that people were laughing with him when they said that, or like were they laughing at the irony that he probably doesn't get that he really is the king? And,
I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
All right, fair enough. Lifetime Achievement Award, nonetheless. Here's something that I like. I love classic video games, but what I love even more than that, are classic video game commercials. All
I
right.
dig 'em too.
So this site, it's video game ads. It's actually gameads.gamepressure.com, but the site itself has old classic video game ads for any system, you name it. So we're gonna try and play one here. Hopefully we have the audio for it. There's your buddy Bill. There's William himself, and here he is, hawking the VIC-20. When he's not singing to Lucas, he's talking about the computers.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
He looks so good in beige.
He does, doesn't he?
Does he look good in beige?
Yeah, he's a chipper guy. Oh, look at that! Oh, spreadsheets. This computer can
And
render colors.
Look at the
and
games.
sounds.
He truly is the king of pause acting.
He is,
You know?
he is. And even
Okay.
better than that, I have to show this just real quick, because I used to love this as a kid, really. It's the Nintendo cereal. Do you ever remember the Nintendo? It was like 2 cereals in one, man. Come on.
Shredding the top of your mouth.
Oh, totally.
Making it bloody.
The
A little
bowl
piece
would-
of skin that gets at the top of your mouth when
The
you eat
bowl
that
would
kind of cereal.
overflow.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Okay.
All right, and finally,
Okay.
this is the one we've been waiting for. This is all fluff leading up to the story of all stories. In fact, this story is so good, we have to. Well, it's going to be a little censored, so we have to cover this little monitor here.
Sorry
Apparently,
about that.
some guy found in his copy of PC copy of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, there's apparently code that allows for a sex minigame.
Okay,
Now-
and we should actually say, too, that, you know, if there are young children in the room.
Yes.
If
Go grab a tape,
yeah.
put it in the VCR, hit record, and ask your
Sensitive
parents
viewers,
to
yeah.
leave.
If you're a sensitive viewer, if you're offended by sex, leave now or keep the channel on or TiVo
Right.
like I'm doing right now.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Now, the code is in the game. It's in the PlayStation 2 version of the game as well, but there's really no way to unlock that. So these guys have made a patch for the PC that not only unlocks this sex minigame, but it also unlocks all the girlfriends right from the beginning, so you don't have to waste time courting them, which is exactly what I like to do. So here we go. We're in the game. Oh, right away. Yeah, we're gonna have to. It's gonna be a little censored, but there you go. What? Oh, wait. Okay, I almost finished too quick.
We should say actually that there are clothes on. I mean, I'll say you can't see it. She does have a thong.
She does.
And sort of a
Hold on.
mini.
Yeah, there we
tee.
go. Woo! Now, what's even better is that it's not just using the up and down. It's not just using the up and down arrow keys. Oh, I gotta go back. Hold on. Our legal department right now is enjoying this, man. They're like, wait a
But they're
minute.
not- I'll
All
say
right,
this,
I
I'll
switched
do this.
views. Go back. Let them see it. There we go. Look at that. So you use up and down to get with the groove, so to speak.
You can kind of slow it down and get the
you can
rhythm.
actually change positions. You can change the camera angles. Like this is a full featured. Like this was going to be a part of the game. Can you believe that?
Okay.
Hold on.
They're not
I got one more
exercising.
angle. We got to do one more angle.
They're
Come
not
on. Can we go back?
exercising.
Can we show it? Can we show it? Come on.
But the-
Get your finger on the button. Go. Keep doing. Oh, all right. Damn. All right. Download the patch. I'm telling you, like the other positions and angles are brilliant.
I'd like to see if the Game Shark could unlock that on the PS2.
I'd love to see
We'll
it.
find out. Okay.
All right, today we're taking your calls. We had so much fun exploring Sessler's thoughts on relationships that we thought we'd give you a chance to probe Chris on his advice. So the number is 800-839-7880.
See if that does anyone any good. You can email us through our web forum too at g4tv.com/askaots and chat with us at chat.g4tv.com.
And if we take your call, we're going to send you one of these shirts, maybe the one that was used to censor the GTA minigame. They're from Jinx. You're going to love them. They go on the torso, and they cover your
And you know
your
what? Let me
hairy
tell you something about
nipples.
these shirts. They cure nudity on contact.
They do. They do.
Love
Now,
it. Love it.
Do you have hopes that one day we'll be piloting X-Wings and blowing up Death Stars? I know I do. Well, Michio Kaku will crush your dreams under the cold heel of a hard scientific fact. It happens.
You don't have to be a rocket scientist to make a movie, which is why movie rocket science is usually so ridiculously inaccurate. World-renowned theoretical physicist Dr. Michio Kaku joins us live via satellite to point out how well, or poorly as it turns out, test subject George Lucas knows his physics. Welcome, Dr. Kaku.
Glad to be on the show.
Great. Now, are you a fan of genre films? It sounds like you actually like sci-fi fantasy films.
That's right, I'm a closet Trekkie. I've watched the entire Star Wars cycle many times over, in fact.
Great. Well, I'm glad you bring that up. Let's get right to it. Which is more realistic, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Well, I'm a physicist, and we try to rank civilizations in outer space as type 1, 2, or 3. A type 1 civilization would be like Buck Rogers, a planetary civilization that controls the weather, controls volcanoes and earthquakes. Star Trek would be a type 2 civilization that harnesses the power of an entire star. However, in Star Wars, we have a genuine type 3 civilization, a galactic civilization, perhaps 100,000 to 1,000,000 years more advanced than the civilization we see on Star Trek. So in other words, in Star Wars, We're talking about a civilization far beyond anything we can harness on the planet Earth, and we are in a type 0 civilization, by the way.
We're type 0. Hey, thanks a lot. But a lot of people want to know, when am I going to be able to fire up a real lightsaber? I mean, is there any technology that exists that will actually make this even a possibility?
Well, believe it or not, some of the simple things on Star Wars, like force fields and lightsabers, are actually quite difficult to create. However, we physicists have a working theory of warp drive and hyperspace travel, for example. So let's talk about lightsabers. Two possibilities. One is solid light, which is probably violates the laws of physics. But another one is plasma, that is very hot ions, which can slice right through steel. Now, in order to have plasma and not blow yourself up with the plasma, you have to encase the plasma in a force field. And at the present time, believe it or not, we physicists are clueless about how to create a force field. I can talk to you about warp drive, but we are clueless when we're coming to creating a force field that can contain a plasma.
Okay, well,
so don't hold your breath for lightsabers.
So I'm going to get one that's a toy. All right. Are speeder bikes, hover vehicles, something we're going to be able to take to work in the future?
Well, anti-gravity probably violates Einstein's theory of gravity. However, in the future, we do expect to have room temperature superconductors that may have magnetic fields 1,000,000 times the Earth's magnetic field. We already have maglev trains that levitate on magnetic fields. If we have magnets based on room temperature superconductors, that would give us a second industrial revolution. Think about that, 1,000,000 gauss, 1,000,000 times the Earth's magnetic field, available almost for free. And that could happen perhaps in the coming decades.
Okay, well, I want to mention this. Could an entire planet be covered in a city like Coruscant or my hometown, Detroit? A lot of concrete in the Motor City. I want to see if we're getting there.
Well, believe it or not, even a type 1 civilization, a civilization perhaps 100, 200 years more advanced than ours, could begin to pave over most of their planet. Already on the Earth, we see gigantic cities like Mexico City and Beijing, where tremendous amounts of real estate have in fact been paved over. If you can solve the problem of obtaining oxygen gas, recycling the gases in the atmosphere, then it is conceivable that even for a type 1 civilization, a few centuries from now, we may be able to, in some sense, pave over an entire planet.
Okay, let's talk about weaponry. The Death Star and X-Wing fighters. Is it possible to have dogfights in space or the power to blow up a planet with a moon-sized space station?
Well, you're not going to believe this, but I was once offered a job to design hydrogen warheads. And in the process, I learned that the power of a hydrogen bomb and the power of a laser beam is essentially unlimited. If you were to stack hydrogen bomb after hydrogen bomb after hydrogen bomb, you could develop unlimited nuclear energy and pump that into a laser beam that could in fact blow up an entire planet. Now, we on the Earth don't design weapons like this because we don't need to. We have city busters already. We don't need to bust the Earth in half. However, believe it or not, it is within the realm of physics to develop a hydrogen bomb that can literally crack the entire Earth in half and develop laser beams of unlimited power.
Now, here's what I really want to know, because I'm sorry, we're running out of time, but I don't have midi-chlorians in my blood. Can I have Jedi powers one day? I mean, the Buddhist monks have actually been able to display unbelievable concentration power. Is it possible to have Jedi-like powers?
If we have nanotechnology, we may be able to put microsensors in the brain, sensing our thought patterns, and then carrying out our wishes. At the present time, MRI scans cannot pick up our thoughts. We cannot read somebody's thoughts yet. But with nanotechnology and sensors, perhaps decades, centuries in the future, we may be able to read people's thoughts and then carry it out. Because there is a force that holds the galaxy together. We have something called dark energy, dark matter. You're not going to find it in your textbooks because this is very new in physics. But we know that most of the energy of the universe is invisible, and conceivably dark energy could be the force.
You know what? I got chills like Alec Guinness doing Obi-Wan. That was awesome. That was great. Doc, thanks so much for coming on our show and talking with us. The doctor has a great website at mkaku.org. Also, be sure to check out his new award-winning book, Parallel Worlds. Now, if you get up to leave now, I will reach through the TV and give you a Charlie horse. We get inside the head of Happy Tree Friends co-creator Ken Navarro and hold each other until the shaking stops. And Kevin's got a game that, if it were any good, it would cost money. But since it's kind of lame, it's a free play Friday.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the debut of Happy Tree Friends right here on Attack of the Show. Now, from this point on, we'll be airing their cute, fuzzy, and horrifyingly violent misadventures every Monday and Friday. So get ready. Here we go. Without further ado, it's time to get happy. Oh, yeah, that just hurt watching it.
It's as bloody as Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah,
Definitely.
oh yeah. It's much more entertaining. I love that it gets progressively worse and worse and worse. And the one thing I must say about Happy Tree Friends is that when I first saw it, which was ages ago, I thought this is great, but clearly they're going to run out of ideas in like 3 weeks, and it has managed to get funnier and funnier and funnier with each round of episodes.
Bloodier and bloodier.
Well, and in turn funnier.
Therein lies the comedy.
And of course, Ken Navarro is going to be on later on, so I'm going to talk to him all about the show. I'm really excited about that. So that's the premiere of Happy Tree Friends.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
Now, when I told everyone I was going to be showing off a game involving squirrels, they said I was nuts. Yeah, that's how far we've sunk on Free Play Friday. Squirrels.
Love them.
Yep. Well, today's Free Play Friday is Operation Squirrel Barrage.
Okay.
Come on now. It's Rotting Plaque is an institute. It's like a high school, if you will, where unfortunately everybody there has been involved with a nasty viral outbreak. So all the students and faculty, etc., are turning into zombies. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
The only way to really cure, the zombie infection is to throw a squirrel at the zombie naturally. So here's the game here. It's done by the same group of guys, or parts of the same group of guys who did last week's Free Play, the Notebook Ninja. This was an earlier game, so it's not nearly as polished as you can see, but it's still cute. It's still fun.
Do we need that much backstory, though, to explain with
Absolutely
this
not, but I have to kill 2 minutes of television, and so there you go. No, the reason is the game itself is actually quite simple. You press spacebar and you throw a squirrel at a zombie, and that's it. I mean, he's going to transform into a human. But it's nice. Like there are puzzle type elements. There are certain rooms are locked. You got to find keys, etc. It's free, Chris. It's free.
Okay. Well,
come on now.
It looks fun. If I could play
It'll
it on
run
my
on your
mobile
PC.
phone.
It'll actually run on your PC.
Can I play it on my mobile phone?
No,
Because
you
it looks
can't
like a
play it
good
on
phone.
No. It's PC only.
So I got that great graphics card in my PC for nothing.
Exactly. The VGA card in your 486 will run this, but it's not taking full advantage of it. You're right. But you're not alone. This is what's cool about the game. You're not just one man fighting alone in a school full of zombies. You do have a Albie, the albino squirrel. There he is, and you unleash Albie, and he can run around and attack guys or dig up keys for you, or Activate. You're not buying it at all.
No, no.
You're really
no,
not.
You can tell by my reaction.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Look, there goes Albie. Look at him go. Woo! He opened the door. He's an albino squirrel. He has no pigment. He's furry. He can attack zombies. It's free, Chris. It's free.
Still, I don't know.
All right, I got to give credit to the students who put this little thing together, but they can't all be Notebook Ninja. They just can't be, unfortunately. Check the link in our show notes, and next week maybe we'll do Battlefield 2, and everybody can forgive me for the squirrel game. I'm sorry. All right. The world is full of two kinds of people. Those who have the discipline to sit patiently through commercials, and those who I hate. Pick a side! Now, the feed has been acting strangely all week, and today we're going to find out why.
And my associate, Dr. Pereira, and I will be taking your calls about relationships. That's right.
That's right.
But remember, being unable to tell the guys from the girls in Final Fantasy does not make you bisexual.
Oh.
Strangely.
Well, that's nice. You just relieved a lot of our audience. Good. At number 10, it's the only non-World War II game where you can pit France versus Germany. FIFA Soccer 2005. Don't you just love America's pastime, huh? Sitting in front of the TV playing video games. Yeah, Major League Baseball 2K5 is number 9. At number 8, the game that disproves the notion that nothing good can come from using hallucinogens. It's Katamari Damacy. Area 51 is yet another game with a heavy anti-alien bias. Listen, folks, they only probe when they're frightened. It's number 7. Our grandfather says MVP Baseball 2005 ain't as good as the 1935 version. Those were ball players, he'd say before passing out. It's number 6. At number 5, Madagascar quickly cashes in. Oh, sorry, we mean faithfully recreates the experience of the popular animated children's movie. Yeah, that's it. God of War is like your Greek mythology class, only taught by Jerry Bruckheimer. Yeah, it rocks. It's number 4. Joining Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition means you love fast cars and you don't have to get up for work. Man, we envy you. It's number 3 this week. There's something about shrinking a Sith Lord down to 1-inch scale that makes them, just adorable. At number 2, it's Lego Star Wars. Oh, there's something about boiling a movie down to just its fight scenes that's, just adorable. It's Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith at number 1. Oh, we were actually just talking. This is funny. We were talking about how great it would be if they all came back. Isn't that awesome? They are.
Oh.
And for your efforts, we've got Ken Navarro, co-creator of Happy Tree Friends. He's here to talk about animal brutality. We love it.
Today's Boost Mobile Live Band is Ponder.
Yes.
Right here.
Yes.
Live.
There's 2 of them.
In studio.
With acoustic guitars.
Love it.
And a drum machine. And I'll be in the background with a hula hoop. But I'm not saying what I'm doing with it yet. Brandon joins us on the phone. Brandon, are you there?
Oh, hey.
Brandon, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah, you enjoying the show thus far? Do you like the Happy Tree Friends?
Not so much.
Oh, everybody's a fan of the gratuitous violence. Come on. Except for you, of course. All right, so you have a question for Chris?
Yeah, I do. I'm a huge fan of horror movies, but my girlfriend just totally hates them. So I was wondering if there was any movie you can think of in the genre that we could both enjoy.
That's too bad because one of the greatest films actually to take your girl to is a horror film.
Yes.
Because it gets the blood pumping. She's scared.
does.
She's quivering.
Yeah, the old
she's all
popcorn box
over
trick,
you.
you
Yeah.
know?
I think the original Halloween by John Carpenter. That's a good one with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
PJ Souls, a little something for you.
Do you need a movie with a lot of those like coming out of nowhere boos and the shrieks because that's what gets you to jump and grab and then.
Yeah, that always works. So original Halloween.
There you have it.
Cool.
Good answer.
Mary joins us on the phone. Mary, what's your question?
What?
What's your question, Mary?
My question is, my 5th anniversary is coming up, and I was wondering what would be a good gift for my husband.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh,
Congratulations.
well.
That's awesome.
Well, what your husband would really want,
Another woman.
I can't say on the air.
Oh, really?
But I don't know. What I think what you do is
let's load up Grand Theft Auto
get yourself
and show her.
get
No, let's
yourself
load
a
it up.
gold bikini. Get yourself a gold bikini. Slave Leia gold bikini. I think always works.
They always go for that.
And yeah.
Get San Andreas for the PC, install the patch, hit the left shift key 3 times, and you'll see exactly.
And that sounds
what he
so
wants.
romantic.
It is. It's sweet.
Except not really.
No,
So,
it's sweet. It's a good thing to do. It's a good thing
go
to
with the gold bikini. Forget the computer game.
do. All right. Congrats
Okay.
on the 5 years, though.
All right.
All right. Tim joins us on the phone now. Tim, are you there?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Going very well. You got some relationship advice, we're hoping?
Oh yeah,
Or
just wanted to say I'm a huge
We're giving
fan,
you
and Chris
advice.
Gore, I love all your work. So
Hey, thanks, man.
hey, I just wanted to know, what's your favorite movie out there right now to take to go on a date?
Oh, let's see on a date now. see, what I would do is
Depends
I
what
would
kind of
not.
women-
I think
what kind of
that
women does he date?
I
That's
would
what we
not
need to know.
take a girl on a date to see a DVD. She might think you're cheap.
Ah.
What I would do is actually, get out to the movie theater. Do something. I don't know. Go to the drive-in. Is there a drive-in out there? I think
still exist?
something like that. Yeah, drive-in. Actually, the Pacific Vineland Drive-in Theater is here. It's one of the only drive-in movie theaters in Southern California.
Very nice.
And that's fun because the great thing is you can actually bring your own adult beverages. So it's like a date on a budget, but you've got the movie and you're at the drive-in. It's kind of fun. It's fun.
Sweet. That's right.
Outdoor event. So I would go if there's a drive-in in your state. Go for it.
Very nice. All right,
Cool.
finally, Chris joins us on the phone from Houston, Texas. Chris, you there, buddy? Chris, going once, going twice.
What's your question, Chris?
Hey, all right, what's going on, buddy?
What's up? How do you break up with a girl if you don't like it anymore?
What? You want TV? What was that?
I think that's the girl.
Yeah, apparently.
The girl
Just-
overheard the question.
Just throw
I
the
think
phone at her and tell her to shut
Yeah,
up.
I think you're
mean, really,
broke
she
up,
got in
dude.
the way there.
I think you're broke up now, but I don't know. You should do what Kevin always does, which is just act like a jerk until she hates you, then she'll break up with you, and then you're not responsible.
Exactly.
Then you're not
And then
responsible.
you get to play wounded guy. You're like, oh, she broke my heart. I'm
Yeah.
on the rebound.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
It's really
Oh,
good. It's really good.
man.
It works. And then your little Visine,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if the normal news is mild-mannered Clark Kent, then the feed, well, the feed is General Zod. So kneel before it!
All right, so we come to terms with the fact that the E3 press conferences raised more questions than they answered. So it's finally time for the companies to start shooting straight, right? Oh, you're so naive. Because in a recent interview, Sony computer president Ken Kutaragi addressed the PS3 hard drive issue using cryptic language that, dear God, no, brings up more questions. Kutaragi said, quote, "We're not going to equip the PS3 with a hard disk drive by default because no matter how much capacity we put into it, it won't be enough." To which we respond, what? So it won't have a detachable external drive? What about an internal drive? And are you actually telling us that no capacity is better than limited capacity? Well, he did make one thing clear. The PS3 will run on the Linux operating system. So we take what we get these days. Thank you, Ken. Microsoft has reached an agreement with Indonesia. Yeah, actually the entire country, over the tens of thousands of pirated versions of Windows used on government computers. That's right, Microsoft is asking for a token sum of $1 to be paid for every computer found to be using illegal software in exchange for amnesty. Indonesia must also promise to buy the programs legally in the future. So that's what Bill Gates has been up to. Walking along, singing a song, throwing money around. Now! Ugh! Damn that theme song, I hate them. Anyway, Indonesia's information minister praised Gates for being too lenient to a country that can't afford to buy legal software. Speaking of which, I can't afford that new Gorillaz album, so what do you say, RAA guys? Just look the other way, just this once, like new music. All right, speaking of Microsoft, their Halo stunt seems to have paid off because sources are claiming that Universal Studios and 20th Century Fox have agreed to co-produce the movie. Details, of course, have not been officially announced, as this is still considered a rumor, but it's believed that Fox and Universal will split the script's $10 million price tag and will attempt to negotiate with Microsoft about softening the company's creative control provisions. But be warned, Fox and Universal, that bleeding heart crap may work for Indonesia, but don't just think Bill's gonna roll over for any tan dude in a power suit. And finally, we want to give you guys a little confidence boost before the weekend, so here goes. Noted sex and relationship experts are saying that more and more women are ditching the pretty boys for geeks. This is the best news for nerd sex lives since they changed the Cylons into hot chicks on the new Battlestar Galactica. According to experts, with the geek culture becoming so mainstream, women are more open to the unique charms of the nerdy. Also, geeks tend to be happier and, more importantly, of course to women, successful in their chosen professions. But perhaps the biggest reason, and when you think about it, it's the most obvious too, seems that geeks make good lovers because when they get near a real woman, they're extremely appreciative. The only downside, you're not sleeping with him, but everybody he's had virtual sex with, and everybody they've blogged on their personal site, and everybody they flamed on a message board, and so on and so on. I need a shower. That's the feed, which, by the way, was into geeks way before it was cool.
That's right. Sarah always supported So it
Yes.
always has geek love.
Well,
Nice.
but we learned that Revenge of the Nerds. I mean, I think that's common
established.
knowledge.
It has been established.
That geeks are much better lovers.
What I think is really interesting is we know that geeks are good lovers. I like that the Halo movie has been picked up, and I'll tell you, our writer actually, Eric Galt, had an impassioned argument in the meeting this morning. He was like, look, when was the last time the movie studios made a good video game movie?
There hasn't been one.
Exactly.
Mortal Kombat came close. The first Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a decent movie. But
close.
people are like freaking out over the fact that Microsoft and Bungie want all this control. Maybe that's a good thing. We don't know that they're going to make a bad movie. They haven't
Right.
made one yet. So maybe that's for the better.
Yeah, studios aren't exactly known in the development process to produce the great screenplay. So,
Exactly.
you know, it could work. Alex
gonna trust
Garland, who
Billy.
wrote the script for Halo, is accomplished, and it could be awesome.
Could be awesome, yes.
Could be good.
All right, now, Ponder just asked us, are you ready to rock? Unfortunately, we told him no, not yet, but thanks for checking in. Appreciate it.
That's because up next, they're cuter than the Olsen twins and more violent than those guys who hover around the Olsen twins.
yeah.
Happy Tree Friends co-creator Ken Navarro is here to explain his obsession.
The feed is brought to you by Doritos. Don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, don't wait to be great. Visit INNW.com.
Well, if there's a hell for animators, then our next guest has got a handbasket with his name on it. He's been taking cute, doe-eyed critters and mutilating them for years. And you know what? We love every second of it. He's Happy Tree Friends co-creator, Ken Navarro. Ken, welcome to the show.
Thank you for
glad
having
to
me.
have you here. Really glad to have your stuff on the network, man. It is
It's
awesome.
great.
It's hilarious. Tell me, it's been around for ages. I remember, I think I saw the first Happy Tree Friends when I was on dial-up. I mean, how long have you guys been around?
We've been around since the dawn of the internet, it seems like, early 99, 2000, somewhere like that.
Right.
And when we used to do the shows, they were just a minute long. And I remember our considerations were 56K, so we had to make those shows work with 56K modems, which I guess don't exist anymore. I mean,
Yeah, and you guys have really adapted to change quite a bit. They're no longer a minute-long episodes, right? How has this evolved over time?
Well, back in the day, we had Monomedia had a whole bunch of internet shows, big .com.
Of course. We're going to make millions.
We're going to make millions.
TV's going to happen on the internet right now. We feel it. Oh, wait a minute.
wait
We're
for it.
back.
Yeah.
No, you guys survived, though. You guys were one of the very few companies that
Treading
actually
water.
survived all that. No, you kept your nose above it,
Yes,
though.
we kept it above. All thanks to Happy Tree Friends, the fans have been great. They kind of came out and really supported it and really clamored and asked for the stuff. And we kind of just couldn't do anything but make more shows, really. So
Right.
that's what it came down to.
And what is it about Happy Tree Friends? I mean, is it just the violence, or is it the timing, or
There's
is it...
violence in Happy Tree
I
Friends?
hear that there's one part where a guy stubs his toe. I mean,
that's too much for
that's
me.
taking it over the line in
Yeah,
1999.
it's
I
too
mean,
much for me.
but it's not just about the violence, right? I mean, or is it really?
Well, no, not really. We're really...
I mean, well, yeah, maybe it, I'm sorry, I'm looking at some of it now. Yeah, well, maybe it is about the violence. So there's pacing. There's some writing that's involved, right? I mean,
Yeah, if you can consider it writing, but yeah.
what's
I'm
the
kidding.
production like? How do you actually produce one of these shows? You guys sit down and say, okay, we want to figure out a way for this guy to lose all of his limbs and his bowels at the same time.
Wow, you should come to our writing meeting.
You can have that one for free, actually. Let's take that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, really the core of our writing meetings is to make each other laugh. That's kind of how we started the show, as a kind of a joke with these kind of cute, cuddly animals kind of meeting all these great, really gruesome demises. And that's kind of like our litmus test, is to try to make each other laugh with this kind of stuff. So, and to this day, that's kind of still how we do the brainstorming sessions, come up with just kind of these crazy concepts and just off the wall stuff. And, the crazier the better is probably the party line, I guess.
Now, do you find that the cartoon has really easy international appeal? Because there's no dialogue in it. There's no need to translate.
Yeah.
Violence is obviously a universal message. We
That's
know
what
that.
we like to say.
People around the world love decapitation of cuddly critters.
They love it. Can't get enough of it.
Do you find that you have an international appeal with this?
Yeah, surprisingly, it's kind of and I hate to admit this in front of the public, but it was born out of Rhodey and I's laziness, because we really didn't want to write any dialogue when we created the show.
Right.
We had worked on other shows and seen how people had struggled to write dialogue,
Right.
and just and we were like, oh,
Words
we're
are
not.
for suckers.
Exactly, that's
Pour
for
some
losers.
blood on it.
That's a loser's game. So we were like, yeah, just squeaks and squeals for everybody. So
We tried that for a whole episode. The whole audience thought they were on acid and freaked out and kept calling in, and it just doesn't
You
work
need
for us.
the blood and the fur and stuff
exactly.
like that. I think it really
And
helps.
you guys have kind of diversified now. You've got big plush dolls, you've got statue figures,
Yeah, it's
you've got
cool.
DVDs. I mean, how's the merchandise really played into all this?
It's been really cool. Like I said, the fans have been really rabid and really supported, which is great. great.
love
It's
this
totally.
guy here.
Oh my gosh, these are a dream come true. I mean, I'm a huge geek, and that news, by the way, with Geek Love is big.
It's good to know, right?
Yeah.
It's like now it's proof.
Exactly.
Show your girlfriend that clip and be honest. Don't leave, baby. I'm gonna pay off at the end.
Just wait.
Yeah, look here, have another DVD. She's
I'm
like,
a huge collector of toys and stuff like that, and just having this is just all total dream fulfillment. You know, it's been great.
Where are you gonna go from here? We're gonna see what's next in the merch. What haven't you tackled
merch,
yet? I mean, are you gonna pull a Lucas? We're gonna see toothbrushes.
Oh, I
and
hope so. I'm just gonna be like a Howard
You're
Hughes
bacon, right?
recluse and just totally, pee in little jars and stuff like that. The whole 9 yards.
Oh, I haven't
maybe.
seen Lucas urine on eBay yet.
Is that
but if that's-
TMI?
No, that's totally fine. I just want to know where I can buy, So really, I mean, what's the next? Are you guys going to have a feature-length film coming up? Anything like that?
I don't know. Not right now. Although,
Could people stomach 60 minutes?
I don't know. I would be hazard to watch it myself. But I think Happy Tree Friends on Ice would be a good idea.
I would definitely take my kids
Anybody
to see
out
that.
there,
and if not, I would take the neighbor's
make that
kids
happen.
without their permission. So, Ken, thanks for stopping
Thanks
by.
for having me.
And thanks again for the Happy Tree Friends.
Oh,
man. Excellent content.
We love
appreciate
working on it.
All right. Visit the website at happytreefriends.com. And, of course, every Monday and every Friday, you'll see more of Happy Tree Friends right here on the old Attack of the Show. All right, so we know that Friday just isn't Friday without some musical accompaniment, and that's why Ponder is here to do something a little different. And by different, I mean acoustic. Hey, at least no one's getting electrocuted this week. It's nice. We've got that next, so stick around.
The next Attack of the Show could make a toothless goth smile. We explore the new interactive DVD CD magazine, Shays. Plus, The Dark Knight returns, and he's doing press. I have my report from deep inside Gotham City. And have you been meaning to take advantage of the BitTorrent revolution but don't know how? If so, you're an idiot, but we'll still show you how. All that plus a bonus level after the weekend. And now Attack of the Show is proud to present Ponder.
Sarah, you're hot.
Stole my way through wastelands, find a lonely soul. There can be no question. What I've done is wrong, and I pause in my perception till I down in my own vision, and I serenade deception with a sonnet of collision. Now I've just begun to feel that it's done. This is the cloud I'm stealing, so get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. You are the wound I'm healing, so tear off, tear off, tear off, tear off, tear off. I can smell decay, blasted me to Badlands. That was where I stayed, and the priests were less than useless with their prayers of persecution. They tried to give me Jesus, all I took was a revolution. Now I'm starting to see that's the way it should be. This is the cloud I'm stealing, so get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. You are the skin I'm healing, so get off, tear off, tear off, tear off. And I wonder if I ever could be whole again. I wonder, can I trust myself to stop all this pretending? Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This is the cloud I'm stealing, so get off. You are the scab I'm peeling, so come on, 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 come on.
Awesome job, guys. Thank you so much. I've always been a sucker for a good harmony. Be sure to visit Ponder on the web at pondertheband.com and keep an eye out for their new album coming out later this year. Now, you know the drill. Let's hear it once more for Ponder. Yeah!
Enough is enough. Will it ever be enough? Will you ever be good with what you got? The best, the most, your kid's a ghost. You're focused on what you're not. Less is more, just simplify.
This is your official reminder, folks. Do not forget Attack of the Show and Xbox.com's Game with Fame contest is on, with the lucky winner getting to play Burnout 3 Takedown with rockers Kaiser Chiefs.
The session with the Chiefs will be on Monday.
Chiefs.
Stop it, Kevin. June 13th, with the festivities televised on this show on June 17th. Okay, you can do it again.
Kaiser Chiefs.
Again, go to Xbox.com for the details and be sure to tune in here on the 17th.
All right, now.
Now, before you do that, wait a second. Andy, do you have some stuff? You know what? I am not a professional TV host. I just kind of play one on TV, and I've had fun with you guys all week. I've got little gifts to say thank you for making me part of your family.
Well,
when I say family, it's like I've been sleeping on the couch and I drank all your beer.
Are these work safe? Are these television safe
yeah.
to
You
open?
even give me a card.
A little card.
Look
It's
at
nice.
this. It says
Open it
Sarah
up.
L on
Is
it.
it okay to- Well, Brendan doesn't need one.
Chris.
F Brendan. He's not really important. I'm gonna get his.
Oh no, don't open that one.
Oh,
don't open that one. I'll tell you why.
Why? I'm curious.
Why? Bill,
All
you'll
right.
see when you open this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Sarah, what do you have here? You gonna?
I have Enid, the high fashion glamour doll.
Oh, this is sweet. Nice. Look at that.
Pool cue.
Bam. Oh, hold on. You see that? I could seriously hurt somebody with that.
What is it?
It's brilliant. It's a pool
professional
cue.
pool cue. You know what you should do?
But why is Brendan's
You
not
could take.
safe?
You could take. Well, because it has something.
All right, well
that
then
you
don't.
can't see on TV.
Don't.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Hey, Chris, thank you so much.
Let's see what's going on in the chat room.
All right.
Andy, do you have
Thank
what we
you,
got
Chris.
for Chris?
That is overly
Andy, do you have
nice.
what? Oh,
Overly
wait.
nice.
They don't. Oh, we didn't actually. Hey, thanks for coming on though. Thanks for guesting us. We appreciate it though. It's really nice of you.
That's
You wanna
just wrong.
Plugs? Do you have a website to plug or a movie or you got the independent thing?
No, I got nothing.
I got nothing for you. I'm just like,
yeah.
All right.
All right, let's get to a few questions because
Okay,
you're
yeah.
involved in this. Sith Master wants to know, what is Chris Gore's favorite chick flick?
And you know what? This actually relates to the guy's question on the phone earlier. What DVD to watch? Amelie.
Oh, the best
Amelie
movie
is-
ever.
Yes.
Look.
So romantic. I agree with you.
See? Look at that.
Seriously.
Tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
And it's in French, too.
It is, right.
Okay, Andon wants to know, Blu-ray versus HD DVD. Thoughts?
Oh, yeah, that's the big fight of the century, man. That's the heavyweight
That's still
champ
being
kind of
fought.
thing.
Beta, VHS.
It is. It is. I'm telling you, Blu-ray is going to
Beta!
win. I'm sorry, HD DVD Blu-ray has more storage, and once Sony unleashes the PS3 with it, it's all over. I'm sorry. Just kiss and make up, or don't release HD DVD.
Yeah.
Blu-ray's got it.
Screw 'em all. Morpheus 5, real quick. What's a good thing for a geek couple to do together on a first date?
Meet face to face. They should just get it over with, because chances are she's not a 16-year-old from
just
Florida
make
and she
sure
drives
if it's
a
a
semi.
date, you're actually in the same room.
Exactly.
Shop for action figures.
Yeah, that's not bad. Go to like a vintage toy store. Why
Stop
not?
it.
All right.
You didn't want to do that.
That's all, Chris. Excellent job this
Thanks a
week.
lot for
Thank
having
you
me
so
this
much.
week.
It was
Thank
an
you,
honor and a
Chris.
pleasure.
You can get a
The
hug.
show is over. Of course, thanks to our guests, Michio Kaku and Ken Navarro, Ponder, and of course, as always, Chris Gore.
Thank you,
coming
Kev.
with the gifts.
You're like the little brother I never got to beat up when I was a kid.
Oh, well, again, I appreciate it.